Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Another breakthrough in the race to develop a coronavirus vaccine. The second drug maker is seeking emergency approval from the FDA. Plus, President-elect Joe Biden is set to receive his first daily intelligence briefing as he announces more of the senior staff who will be surrounding him. We'll have the very latest from Washington. But first, the snowfall, the first significant snowfall we've seen this season. It is upon us. Local forecasters are tracking the very latest developments on snow totals. Thanks for joining us this noon. I'm Rhonda Walker, and we are seeing a light dusting out there. It is coating the grass across the Metro Detroit area. And meteorologist Brandon Rue is tracking it for us to let us know what to expect as we finish out the day and get into tomorrow. And Brandon, it sounds like this is going to persist for a little while.
It will, yes. We'll have lulls, which we are seeing kind of sort of right now. The most that I've seen, an inch of snow in Ann Arbor from this morning, but temperatures are right at or above freezing. And so the precip can really go either way here, to a blend of rain and snow, to just plain rain or snow. And it's, again, middle 30s, dropping slowly through the afternoon, which just aids in more snow development through the afternoon and evening. Right now, we are sort of on the lighter side of it. You can see the lion's share of it with rain through Ohio and moving up into New York and Ontario. But we're going to get the sort of counterclockwise flow, although everything is moving south to north right now. Eventually, it sort of switches over, starts coming at us from the north and east, and that's when we anticipate some of the heavier stuff through the late afternoon, evening, and overnight. So a winter weather advisory is in effect 3 p.m. today to 4 p.m. Tuesday. Tricky travel is always what we worry about, and snow totals, which consistently look to be extreme east side southern Ontario of 3 to 6 inch potential when all is said and done. We'll break this down a little bit more, Rhonda, coming up, and why those on the west side are the have-nots coming up.
All right, Brandon, thank you. We do want to get to the breaking news out of Ann Arbor this noon, where the University of Michigan football team is taking a pause on all team activities today due to possible COVID-19 concerns. School officials say it's out of an abundance of caution. All team activities are being held today virtually. Per Big Ten rules, any player who tests positive for COVID-19 cannot return to game action for 21 days, 14 of the virus, and an additional week for cardiac testing. So we'll keep you updated throughout the day as we learn more. Meanwhile, for the latest on the coronavirus, Moderna has now released more data for its coronavirus vaccine candidate and says that it is now seeking emergency use from the FDA. Moderna wants the agency to review data showing the vaccine is roughly 94% effective at preventing COVID-19. The other company we've talked a lot about, it's Pfizer. It has already applied for vaccine authorization with efficacy data showing similar to Moderna's. The FDA will review both applications with its advisory committee next month in December. Moderna also expects to have roughly 20 million doses of its vaccine available in the United States by the end of this year. And the news comes as several vaccine trials are nearing completion, but getting those vaccines from manufacturers to clinics is a mega logistics operation, never done on this scale before. Vicki Wen had the opportunity to get a behind-the-scenes look at the innovation and the challenges in distributing these vaccines to millions of Americans.
Happening right now, tens of millions of vaccines from multiple drug makers are being produced with the hope they'll be approved by the FDA. The plan? To reach 300 million Americans with 1 or 2 shots in the arm. The challenge? As many as 4 vaccines could be approved over the next few months, and each requires different storage and dosage methods. Debbie Simonson is VP of Pharmacy for the largest hospital system in Louisiana, where they held a drive-through flu clinic as a test run for COVID vaccinations. She's written 7 pages of instructions to train pharmacists on all the possible vaccines. Especially fragile is Pfizer's. It requires dry ice to be kept at minus 94 degrees Fahrenheit. colder than Antarctica in winter. Pfizer executive Tanya Alcorn says the company created a special container just for this vaccine with a familiar shape.
Tell me about the pizza box.
So the pizza box is actually a personal size pizza box where the vials are going to be nested.
Those boxes will go into a specially designed shipper filled with dry ice that can only be opened twice a day for 2 minutes to transfer vaccines out. To support distribution, UPS has built an entire freezer farm with units that go to -112 Fahrenheit. After Pfizer, Moderna's vaccine is likely to be next. AstraZeneca's and Johnson & Johnson's are expected to follow. Emergent Biosolutions makes the active pharmaceutical ingredients for the vaccines in 4 sterile rooms like this.
Help people understand what's in that reactor and what part of it becomes part of the vaccine.
Yeah, so this large-scale reactor is essentially a scale that affords us the opportunity to produce as many doses as possible. In that reactor is a nutrient-rich broth. We grow the cells in that broth.
They hope to produce hundreds of millions of doses.
These vaccines are going to end up in my children. They're going to end up in the children of these individuals working in the room, and that means the world to us.
In upstate New York, Corning Glass is forging millions of vaccine vials. The company says the glass can withstand ultra-cold temperatures and is up to 10 times stronger than conventional glass. To make sure vaccines aren't damaged as they travel around the world, Modality Solutions puts vaccine containers through tests like these. Vibrations that mimic bumpy roads, extreme temperatures, dangerous drops, and changes in air pressure that simulate air travel. And while that precious cargo is in transit, FedEx is using new Bluetooth-enabled sensors to see the vaccines in real time.
We have a team of agents who do nothing but monitor these critical shipments 24/7, 365. Think of them as guardian angels.
From delivery to distribution, it takes an army of logistics experts working together on an unprecedented scale to fight this pandemic.
All right, that was Vicki Wynn reporting. And when dry ice melts, it turns into carbon dioxide gas. Too much could actually incapacitate an airline crew. So the FDA is working with carriers now to figure out how much they can safely transport. A lot at stake here. Here at home, we are expected to get the very latest positive coronavirus cases as we do daily. We'll get that this afternoon. But on Saturday, the state reported more than 8,000 cases in a single day and 103 more deaths due to the coronavirus. Today, Oakland County has relocated its drive-through testing sites because of the colder weather. The new locations are in Holly, Rochester, also Southfield and Pontiac, and we do have the exact addresses of those locations on our website at clickondetroit.com. Beaumont's Moonbeams for Sweet Dreams program will be virtual this year. Instead of gathering outside, they are asking the community to send pediatric patients videos and photos instead. City leaders across the state are calling on the state legislature to adopt a COVID-19 community stabilization plan. Officials are hoping to address issues affecting local governments, including increased costs, decreased tax revenues, and challenges adhering to open meetings and the Open Meetings Act and with social distancing in place. The plan would allow millage rates to move up and down based on the state of the economy and allow virtual meetings beyond the state deadline of December 31st.
Without action, I fear that places like Bay City and other great cities across Michigan will struggle to attract and retain the talent we need to help build successful and great places and businesses.
It is such a struggle for so many communities right now. Officials say that the law would be modeled after a similar measure to protect communities in Ohio. Big news for the Biden presidential transition this week. The president-elect gets his first classified intelligence briefing. The coronavirus teams are meeting for the first time, and we should know soon who will be leading Biden's economic team. For the latest, we turn to NBC's Tracy Potts.
President-elect Biden told NBC that briefing could happen as early as today. He also said he has not spoken personally with President Trump.
Reasserting its historic role as a
President-elect Biden and Vice President-elect Harris get their first presidential daily brief today, and their coronavirus team meets this week for the first time with the White House task force as health experts worry about the impact of Thanksgiving travel.
We expect, unfortunately, as we go for the next couple of weeks into December, that we might see a surge superimposed upon that surge that we're already in.
3, 4, and 10 times as much disease across the country.
Scientists warn travelers to isolate and get tested. Drug makers are expected to apply for emergency vaccine approval in the next 3 weeks. Sources tell NBC the first doses have already arrived in Chicago. CDC advisors vote tomorrow on who gets it first.
I'm a doctor, and when they tell me I can get a vaccine, I will be first in line.
Congress returns this week with little progress on a coronavirus stimulus.
It has the money that's needed to distribute the vaccines.
We need to do this. We need to do this now.
And as President Trump continues to complain about failed election lawsuits.
Well, we're trying to put the evidence in, and the judges won't allow us to do it.
President-elect Biden has named an historic all-female communications team and is expected to announce his economic team this week. President-elect Biden also told NBC he wants to quickly roll back the president's climate orders, try to get kids back in school safely, and send an immigration bill to Congress within his first 100 days. Tracy Potts, NBC News.
All right, Tracy, thank you. Still to come, tensions high after the assassination of Iran's top nuclear scientist. Now, Iran's leaders are vowing revenge and to carry on his work.